Good morning, everybody. It is Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. Today we're going to do a card that I saw demonstrated by Kelly Acheson, and she called this her Clean and Simple card. So it's an interesting version, fairly quick, and I thought I'd show it to you today. So what we're using today is, put my silicone sheet up here so you can see this, is a thick basic white card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and it will open this way. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of petal pink, which I have used my Stylish Shapes dies to cut a circle in. And I used the third largest circle in that set, so it's this one. Turn it this way so you can see it. So third largest, 1, 2, 3, if you're counting from the outside. And I just eyeballed it. I didn't measure it, I just put it closer to the top than the bottom. But you don't have to measure, it's going to fit on here like this. And I cut the opening first, and then I put it through the embossing folder. And I like this embossing folder for this particular card because I think it almost looks like icing. And this is going to be a birthday card, so I thought it was suitable. This is painted texture, this embossing folder. And you need some kind of focal point behind. So what I'm using today is Zoo Crew. And I know I used it last week. Not last week, a couple of weeks ago. And this is the paper that I'm using, this sheet with the birthday animals on it. And I have just punched out with my 2 3/8 inch punch this little guy from here. But you can just cut him out. It just has to be cut out bigger than your circle here so that he'll tuck in behind without the edges showing. So you can cut him however you like, but he just fits. He just fits in there. All right, that's what that's going to look like. And then we have a greeting and some decorating to do. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to put the little die cut piece out. I'm going to put him down on my card flat, and then we're going to raise this layer up on dimensionals. So what I have done is I have put him sort of where I think I want him. Like I want him like that. So then I turn that over and I put some glue on the back of just the little piece of DSP that I have cut out. And then I'll rearrange him again back where I want him. He just fits in here. Okay. And then I just hold this down, and place this down on my card sort of where I think it's going to be. And then you can put him down like that. And then he's glued on and this is not. Okay. And then I use quite a few dimensionals on this piece. The part about this that you don't want to sag is around the circle. So I put, or around the opening, it doesn't have to be a circle. I'll show you another one that's using the Stylish Shapes, but I used the squares. So, but you just don't want it sagging around the circle. So I make sure that I have dimensionals right around the circle part or the opening. And then it goes down like this. Okay, and you don't have to emboss your top piece. You could just leave it plain if you wanted. I like the look of embossing. When Kelly demonstrated hers, she didn't emboss her layer. Made it quicker, but I liked the look of this when it's embossed. And so all 3 samples I have today have an embossed piece on them. Okay, now you're just going to lay this on top. just like that, and stick him down. And that's basically all it is, but isn't that cute? Now, I used the what am I going to tell you? Oh, I used the Timeless Arrangements bundle to cut one of the tags for the greeting. And the greeting came from the happy birthday came from Circle Sayings, because I was just looking for a nice, simple happy birthday, and I think this card is going to a child, so I wanted it to be a little fun. And out of the dies of the Timeless Arrangements, I used this particular die cut to cut the tag and stamped it in black. Now I am going to put it up on dimensional also, so I think I'll just use 2. And then I was thinking, how am I going to decorate this? Because I don't have any cupcakes, or I think I'm going to put this over this way a little bit, just under the opening. And then I was looking around for what I could use, and I came across Country Wreath dies. They have a nice bow in them right there. Sorry, it's upside down, I guess. Right there. And so I cut it out in Flirty Flamingo, because I'm pretty sure this is going to a little girl. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick that bow right there. So it just decorates the corner, but very easy, very simple. So I will put a little bit of blue on the bow, just the center of the bow right there, and stick it on the corner just to decorate that tag a little bit. Just, oops, sorry, it's not sticking. Give it a minute. Okay, and that's the outside. Now I did bring in some iridescent rhinestone basics because I thought they really go pink against the petal pink, and I thought that's what I want. So I will put some embellishments on here. I actually think I'm just going to use 3 little guys. So let's see, maybe I should put one in the center of that bow, like that. Couple up here maybe, just like this. There. All right, and on the inside, I thought I didn't know how to decorate the inside because it is thick basic white, so I don't need to add another layer. But in Circle Sayings stamp set, there is a cupcake. And being that he's juggling cupcakes, I thought that might be kind of cute. So I have it here in, and I'm going to stamp it in petal pink, just in the corner right here. And I thought when I do the envelope, maybe I would add that to the envelope, just like that. So that's the inside of our card. So that's clean and simple, pretty easy, pretty quick. I will show you a couple of other samples I did. This particular one was done with retired DSP, but I just wanted the focal point to be that sunflower, and I used Daffodil Delight, and I embossed it with the Leaf Fall embossing folder. You can see I cut it a square this time out of Stylish Shapes. So this one, I used the 3rd largest square, and I cut that, and then I embossed, and I used retired stamp set to stamp the greeting, Let's Celebrate You, and just some foliage there. And then out of the same DSP, I cut a strip to put on the inside. So that's a different one. Then one I did for a shoebox swap at an Edmonton event is this one. And I can show it to you now because that event is over. This was done with the daisy paper. So there's one of the daisies in there. And I embossed this with the Time Worn type. I used the Timeless Arrangements dies to cut the tag, and I used the greeting out of here, thank you. And I used one of the dies to cut the foliage, and I used that distressed gold paper. I attached a butterfly here, and then on the inside I just cut another piece of that paper. So that's another one that's a bit different. These are very quick, very easy, and like I said, you don't have to emboss your layer if you didn't want to, and that would even be quicker. So you can see, I can just see all kinds of possibilities with this, and that it's very quick, very easy. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a quick one for our this Tuesday. Hope to see you next Tuesday. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and then you won't miss any of my videos that I do on Tuesdays. All right, hope everybody has a great week.